This is a continuation series on Let's Learn School Maths in MS Excel. So we are going to learn permutation and combination. Before that, the permutation and combination doesn't get complete without the support of factorial, right? So first we will be learning factorial, then permutation combination with two different formula. And then we are also going to learn the combination also. And there is an example is also we're going to solve that. So let's start with the factorial. Factorial mean, so this is the symbol of it, and then formula goes like whatever the number you take it, and then you go decrementing one number until you get to that number, right? So for example, let's say 2 into 1, right? And let's say 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1, right? And it goes until 1. So there are two ways we can do it. One way we can do it through the product formula, but this is very complicated. And then directly we can do it through formula also as well, right? So let's do it both ways. Let's figure out which is the easiest one. So let me do the easiest one first. So factorial, just put fact, right? And then you need a number, right? 1 is 1 and 2 is 2, right? So you won't get any change there. And then I'm just dragging until 15. So you have all the value 1 factorial, 2 factorial, and then it goes on, right? So all the values you are getting it. So, and again, once again, if you give any other number, random number, for example, I'm just giving random number of like 17, right? You will get that value, right? Easily we can get it. So this is one way. Another one is that there is a product formula, but this will not be helpful here, right? So, for example, product of 1 is 1, of course, right? And the product of 2. So what I'm doing it product of 2, right? So 2 again, I'm just taking it. I'm just keeping this as a I'm just keeping this as a controlled one. So I'm giving a 4, so it will get fixed 1, and then now we're dealing with 2, right? So yeah, and then scroll down, you'll get 6, and scroll down, you get 24, and so on and so forth, right? So almost you're getting the same thing, and then this error you can altogether ignore them. So this is one way. One way we can do through the factorial. That's the most accurate and easiest way. Another one is through the product formula also we can do. So we know that every time eventually we will be going until 1. So what I'm doing it, I'm just keeping that 1 as a control on by pressing F4, right? So that becomes absolute reference. So that means every time the cell will go until to that, right? For example, if it goes here, again it goes till 1 here, right? So even if you go 10, the cell goes until 10. So this is one of the two ways we can do. The most easiest and easiest way is that factorial, right? So why it is easiest? So any number we can easily do it, but to do the product formula again you have to keep the number sequential, and you should not miss it, and all that complication is there, right? So this is all about factorial. Let's go to permutation. In permutation, I'm going to do through the formula as well as we can do it through the direct formula also as well, right? So now what I'm doing it, I'm just creating one more column, right? Here through formula, I'm going to substitute. I'm going to substitute the formula, right? So this is a random number I have given. And so the formula is n, that is the value. Whatever the number of one you have, the n is always greater. And p for permutation, r must be always smaller. So that expression, how you will write it here, for example, n, it is there in superscript, and r in there is the subscript, right? For example, n, p, for example, p, r, how we can write it, just bit of formatting, control 1, select that, and then I'm just giving superscript, so it became superscript now, right? R is there under subscript, so again control 1 and then give subscript, so it became subscript. So yeah, so now we can apply that formula. The formula is n factorial upon n minus r. So whatever the number, for example, n is 6, right? 6 minus 3 and all that, right? We can directly apply it. So let's go. So n factorial, factorial mean fact. Just now we learned that formula. N factorial, right? And maybe I will just keep this number slightly higher. I will come back to that later. I'll keep it like here 5 and here 4. Okay. So let's go ahead and do it. So n factorial upon n minus r. So 4 minus 3, right? So 4 minus, what we can do directly, we can apply 4 minus, that is n minus r, right? This is also in factorial. So I have to give 2 bracket. Now it has come. So I'm just dragging it up, right? Okay. Now if you see that the this is a value, it is giving an error, right? The reason why it is giving error is that in the permutation, there is in permutation and combination, R must always be less than or equal to n, right? It can be equal. For example, if you get equal, you will return the same value, right? I mean, it can be equal, sorry, not return, it can be equal, but it should not be greater. For example, I'm just giving greater value, it will give that error. To do that, whenever in such cases, what we can write the formula called if error, right? Comma. You have two options. Either you can allow, you can ask Excel to return as a value, as a dummy, no fill. If that statement is true, that R should not be higher, but if it is higher, it will return as just a dummy. It will not return any value. It will not give any error prompt, right? So for example, like this. So now technically, so what we are doing it, we are just telling Excel to skip that, right? So it is a skipped. But now within that, if you wanted to write any expression, right? I'm just writing that R must be smaller. Please check, right? Example, right? And no, this is the statement is true already. And here, if you see here, automatically you're getting that value here, right? So again, once again, if you want, you can just change it to this one and all that, right? So if you change, automatically will change. This is one way. I'm literally substituting the formula. Another one to do is that direct formula. In Excel, we have per mut, right? And then number, comma, very easy. R, you'll get the same value. I'm there dragging it. So you'll get that. Again, you have the same problem. What I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna apply if error and R must be smaller. Yeah. So let's see. So here it has given that value as such. So there are two ways we can do. Either through the formula you can do it, or through direct Excel formula also you can do it. This is the text formula, what you get it in school. And this is the direct Excel formula. So anything as per your need, you can very well use it. Okay. Let's go to, again, once again, we're going to do the same thing. So this is the combination formula. Combination is N, C for combination, R, that how much number we need to choose it, right? So now how we can write? So simply write NCR, just writing it here, okay? All you need to do is first, N is there in superscript, make it superscript. R is there in the under subscript, control 1 and subscript. Okay, fine. So this is the formula. N factorial upon N minus R factorial, right? So how we can do, similarly, we're going to apply that formula. This is a number is there. So technically speaking, so wherever we have a greater number, for example, in this case, R, we can give one number which should be greater. Let's say I'm just keeping like first value. Let's say here I'm keeping like 1, but number of R, I'm going to keep the 2. That means it should not work, right? It should return as a error, right? Let's go ahead and do it. So what we're going to do is factorial n upon n minus, sorry, again we have to write the factorial n minus r times factorial again r factorial. So this is r factorial. Ideally it should not work because we have the r value is greater than this. So anyway, I'm dragging it. To fix that issue, what I'm doing it, I'm just introducing if error here. Double quote, r must be smaller. Okay, I'm just keeping it here and dragging this one. Whenever I'm changing this one, let's say I'm just changing it 7, automatically it's showing that r must be smaller. Okay, so the other direct formula, this we have substituted the formula. The other one is very easy. Combination, combine 1, comma 2. It's gonna show the same one. What I'm introducing it, I'm introducing if error here, comma, r must be smaller. Okay, so this is all about, this is combination, right? And this is, sorry, this is permutation, this is combination. Permutation, let's say the same number I'm giving here, 4 and 3, right? So that means number of combination, number of permutation will get it. Why it is coming different value? We will check that. Yeah, we'll check that value. So this is coming different values. N factorial, n minus r factorial. Okay, let's do it one more time. So n factorial, factorial n divided by factorial n minus r times factorial. This is r again. Okay, I think it should be okay now. Yeah, it should be okay. Good that we have checked. So if error, now we can give r must be smaller. Ideally, when you do it in Excel, both values should be same, right? So it is same. So that means in this case, the first case, total combination is 9. Let's say 9. I mean, total number of opportunities or people or any process we have 4, and then 3 to be selected. That means 24 permutation you will get it. How much combination you will get it? You will get the combination of 4, right? Finally, we are going to solve this paper. Let's start with this one. So this question came in GATE C, Civil Engineering 2018. A 3-member committee has to be formed from a group of 9 people. So how we can write that expression? 9C3, 9C3, right? So that means 9 upon 9 factorial upon 6 upon 3 is 3, right? So we know the formula. This is the formula. I'm going to keep it here also. So these options, there are 4 options are the 27 and 72, 81, and 84. So I have used circle alphabet. So to do that, unique character row. So this is the 9424. You can give it, automatically you will get it, right? Okay, let's go to solve the issue, right? So first of all, we'll keep that reference, or you can directly give it. Okay? So 9 we have, and then we have n minus r. That means 9 minus 3 is 6. And of course, 3 r is equal to 3. So this is the 3 values we have. So we can apply through formula, and we can apply through this direct formula. So formula mean, for example, factorial 9 upon factorial So 9 minus r. 9 minus r is n minus 3 is 6. We're going to multiply factorial r. Okay. So we have got 84. This is by applying this formula, we have got 84. Let's do directly combination or combine n equal to 9. We need to select three committees. That means we can have 84 different combination will get it, right? So the answer is 84. 84 is the answer. Let's alter the question. Let's say, I'm just giving here also. Let's say the same thing, 9. We need to select this one. Automatically you're getting it, right? So we have directly given here. So let's say you need 10, 10 people we have, and we need to select three team, right? That means 120 combination will get it. Let's say 10 people, but we need to form four different groups, right? So that means 210 different combinations will get it. I hope you find it useful. We discuss about factorial. Factorial has a different direct formula called fact, and permutation has a direct formula called permut, and combination has a formula called combine, and then we have also substituted. I hope you find it useful. Please do like, share, subscribe to the channel. You have wonderful day ahead.